everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my Let's Try series and I thought I'd give a go at desert core, but I want to kind of do it in my own way, you know? I've always been tempted to try like a western desert type of island. I see so many and I love them. I fall in love with every single one, so I'm happy to be trying it today. Now before we get started, I'd love if you could like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Now let's get building. We have the perfect villager here for the island. Look at her, she's just like, yep, I fit in here in this desert. But anyway, let's talk about what I'm building today. I have always thought about doing a western styled island for a very long time. Ever since I saw EJ Plays make their western core island, oh my gosh, I was obsessed with it. Quadratini, I believe it was called. It was so amazing. So ever since then I have fell in love with this theme, and every time I see one of these I just, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I love it. Thanks to EJ Plays. And then yeah, I basically am very happy that I get to try it today, and I'm very much considering a whole island like this. Now, I wasn't going to stop at just doing Western Core Island, you know, Western Core Desert. I want to make it steampunk. I'm going to add lots of metal and rusted things everywhere and make this a steampunk Western Core Island because why not? It's amazing. I was inspired by Sprocket, Ribbot and Cephalobot to make this building today and this whole area today. I would definitely have those 3 villagers on this island if I did do it as a whole island. I'd also probably have some of the doctor looking ones, so like Rador and Petri and things like that, and make this whole kind of like a desert, a spooky desert in a way. I think it'd be quite fun. I love mixing 2 theme ideas up. I think it's so unique and you can come up with so many different ideas as well. So going forward, I'm definitely going to combine different themes. I feel like with my current island Glimmer, I have Kid Cool Fairy Cool, and I don't know why, it just makes it seem like it's a brand new theme. By the way, just want to apologize for my throat still. It's very crackly still and I'm still trying to get over it, but it's okay. We're going strong. We're doing our best here. Hopefully we're gone by next week and my videos will be back to normal sounding and I won't sound croaky. But enough about me, let's talk more about what we're building today. So this area here is just basically the abandoned shop. Well, it used to be a shop and now it's all abandoned. No one knows what's inside. You can't actually get in there. It's all barricaded up, as you can see by the steel shutters on the front. They don't actually open. There probably is a secret way into the building somewhere around the back, I'm sure, but we'll never know because we don't know where it is. A few things to talk about when deciding on what to build for this theme idea. I wasn't sure if I wanted a dirt path or not until I found this beautiful sandy looking dirt path, and I think it just goes really well with the in-game dirt path that's underneath it. It's perfect for those areas that you want to look like a lot of people tread there or horses tread there or something like that, you know, a well-used area, and that's kind of why I went with it, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm not going to use it everywhere. I don't want to use it as an actual path itself. I'll just use it like here and there like I've done in this sort of space. Also, I found a lot of these codes by basically just searching in the Able Sisters kiosk, but I have kept the MAs, so they will be appearing at the bottom of the screen for you, like any of the codes in this video normally do. Something I felt was strange when I first started doing this build today was the fact that I didn't put trees or path down first. If you've been following me for a while or watched any of my previous videos, I normally like to pop down some trees and pathway pretty soon on, as soon as I start building an area. It just kind of helps me with structuring the area and how I want it to flow. So it was very odd for me to not do that on this build. It was kind of oddly refreshing, but at first I was very confused and my brain didn't know what to do. It was kind of like, where do we go from here? How do we start? But it's okay, we got there. Once I started actually building the building I've built to the right of me, it kind of just flowed out and I'm kind of just building away like I normally would. Now, if I was to do this as a whole island, I've already talked about the villagers I would potentially have. I would probably spread these builds out a little bit more, so I wouldn't put this little factory shed area so close to this building. I'd probably put some more buildings around that building. I'd probably add like a bank or a saloon or something like that. Yeah, just make it feel a bit more like it used to be somewhere where people lived. Obviously, I'd probably try and make it a little bit more spooky as well, a bit more abandoned. That would be quite fun. I'd want to build like some abandoned spooky mine areas, some abandoned cave looking areas, and also just areas where you just shouldn't be going because you might get lost and never come back home, that sort of thing. I don't know. I'd make it up, you know, something like that, but I definitely want to make it haunted. Now over here I've popped these little metal slabs on the floor and I've decided to use this dirt path again in between them just to make it look like, you know, it's sort of worn away. It used to be a flooring of a factory and now it's just all falling apart and the robots have taken over it. Wow, that's the idea anyway. You know what I was most excited about when I thought, you know what, I can do a Western core themed build? The cactus. Look at the cactus. How can you not love this item? I'm obsessed with it. I want to use it everywhere on every single theme, but it's just not possible. And let's be honest, that's the real reason why I want to do a desert island is because of that item, the cactus. Just look at it. I love it with flowers on. I love it without the flowers on. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite. Do you know what? I can just add a desert to every island now. Just a small section of desert, just so I can use the cactus item. But enough about that. Back to this building. I've decided to use the cave item and I've turned them around so they look like just big piles of rock in the background. I had to put something in the background that didn't look like it was just plain, but I also had to give myself that limit because I could feel myself during this build just expanding and expanding and expanding even more. The dirt was actually getting bigger and bigger. The square that I originally put down had actually increased in size during this build, and that kind of gave me the sign that I need to limit what I was doing before I got too carried away. And now yes, I have time traveled. I time traveled backwards just so it was lighter in the game. It just makes recording easier and it makes the footage look much better because I can feel the game just getting darker and darker. It would probably get to the point where it was nighttime and we wouldn't be able to see anything and it would just be pointless recording it. Actually, I don't think I've ever recorded a nighttime build. I'll have to try out my capture card and see how well it records at nighttime on the game, and then maybe I'll do a nighttime build. That could be fun. Something I've learned whilst building this theme today is that Desert Core isn't empty. It literally can be a clutter core dream. I've used so many items in this build already today, more than I thought I was going to use. I think it's because of the lack of trees, bushes and flowers that you'd use on a desert core island, so I feel like I have to fill the space with other things, and that means items. So to me, it is literally ticking all the boxes. So I want to do this theme even more now as a full island. But like I said, it's just a clutter core's dream. It's perfect. So if you love clutter core islands, do not throw out the option of doing a desert core island. You can fill it with absolutely anything and everything. Just want to briefly touch on the bushes and the flowers I've used today. I'm using green mums and white mums only just because they look like the sort of flowers you'd see in the desert. I'm not too sure. I didn't do my research on desert plants. I know some people use the bamboo that hasn't grown in properly, which also looks very good, but I didn't have that to use today. And the bushes, I've just used the ones that have gone brown in November, and you can use any of those. There's ones that go a bit more of a darker brown than this, but I liked the colour of these because they still had a tinge of green to them, and I thought they were just perfect for this build today. I should probably let you know that the bushes I am actually using are the hibiscus ones. They are this lovely greeny brown colour. Now I don't want to decorate too much back here behind this building. Like I said, I don't want to get too carried away, so we're just going to put like a few rocks and the caves of course, and probably pop some termite mounds around there as well, just so you can see it to the side of the building. But behind it, I'm not going to go much further because I can literally build for hours just in this theme because I'm obsessed with it. Another item I haven't really spoken about before and I've been using in this video though are the decayed trees. They are perfect for desert core or spooky islands. I'm so happy that they gave us these because we had the ones with the pumpkins on for Halloween, and I'm so glad they decided to give us ones without those on. Now I wish they'd give us the bunny day tree without the bunny eggs on and maybe something else on it instead. bed, and then I'd be super happy, but it's not gonna happen. So while I pop down some finishing touches, I just want to talk about my overall feelings towards this theme. I've already said that I would probably love to do a whole island like this in the future because I'm having so much fun creating this area, but there is a few things that I would probably change or make sure that I didn't do when I was doing a whole island like this. I probably want to spread everything out a bit more. I'd want to make a more structured area with more buildings, so I'd want more than just one. I wasn't planning on building more than one building in this build, so that's okay. Also, I'd probably try and force myself to use less items. I feel like I've used quite a lot in this build. It can be a bit overwhelming for some people to walk around because some people prefer a more open island. I feel like especially around the other side, the left side of the building, it's quite narrow down there where I've tried to squish so many things in, but that could be just because of the case of how much dirt path I put down to use and the space I've had to work with today. So that could be that, but other than that, I would definitely consider doing this as a whole island in the future. Like I said, I had a lot of fun creating this area today, which is the main thing when playing Animal Crossing, that you're having fun. But now we've finished the build, let's take a little look around the area we have built today. And that's it, everyone. We have finished our build and our walk around of the area today. Look at this shot. I love this. I'm obsessed. Why is this not my permanent island? Oh my gosh. I gotta knock it down. How tragic. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video today, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. Also, comment down below. Would you do this theme? Have you done this theme? Or which theme would you like to see me tackle in the future on my Let's Try series? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Come and join the Jellybean family. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in my next video, everyone. Goodbye!